KATC Weather Lab. Here's Rob's forecast.
Welcome back. Well, fine. We could call it summer weather in London out there tonight. Drizzly weather, temperatures in the 50s, kind of miserable. And it looked promising that we'd at least get into the 70s later on this evening. And I think we get close to that. But that front that was working its way northward has become nearly stationary, but it hasn't made a lick of difference in the weather. Still drizzle, periods of rain, and kind of yucky weather, and it's going to stay with us for a while. So let's take a look at the big picture across the lower 48. We have an outstanding record-breaking storm system that is in the southwest. It's producing snow into the Hollywood Hills. Haven't seen that in more than 20 years. You go over to Flagstaff, just south of the Grand Canyon, 32 inches of snow and still counting. Unbelievable. And that's an all-time record for Flagstaff. So heavy snows in the southwest. Storm track, you can see where the snowstorm is going, where we have the winter weather watches. But then we're going to have a trailing front that comes out of that weather system. And that's what's going to bring a cold front this way as we head into Saturday. Good chance of storms with that front as well. Maybe a marginal to slight risk of severe weather. Meanwhile, very heavy rainfall continues into the Tennessee River Valley. These areas have seen way too much rain. They're going to see even more tonight through tomorrow. And then on top of that, an enhanced risk of severe weather coming up on Saturday. We'll show you that in just a bit. Showers, though, moving across Acadiana. We see mostly light shower activity. And where you don't see shower activity, it's still misty and drizzly out there. The little spheric meteoroids that the Doppler bounces off of, too small to actually see, but not the case across a little bit of a downpour that we're hearing at the station right now at KATC. Some nice little showers up toward Carencro, and this is all ahead of that frontal boundary that worked its way to the south, so that actually increases our rain chances anywhere north of that frontal boundary. And on top of that, along and south of the front, foggy conditions. Foggy north of the front, but the fog will get thicker south and east of the front, and that front will be working its way northward. This is what it did today. Watch Abbeville get into the 70s. Lafayette topped out at 68. Baton Rouge into the upper 70s. New Orleans actually touched 80 this afternoon, and then the front has moved back to the south. Abbeville, New Iberia, and Baton Rouge dropping about 15 degrees in 1 hour as that front has slid back to the south and east. But it's going to work its way back to the north later on tonight. So we'll see the showers on and off and light sprinkles, even though we don't see a whole lot going on locally. Bigger storms, though, western Louisiana into the northern part of the state, where there could be the risk of a couple of isolated severe storms ahead as we go into tomorrow, out ahead of that warm front as it continues to work its way north. So mild and foggy and misty through tomorrow morning. Maybe a few breaks in the clouds. If we see a little sunshine, we're going to hit 80 tomorrow. Model not showing much big rain chances, but notice all this green as we get into the Croix de Canaille parade time tomorrow evening. That means much of the same. Drizzle, mist, and maybe some light rain, but nothing that's going to completely ruin a parade or a good Mardi Gras parade in Acadiana. We know that by our own history, and that will continue through tomorrow evening. Temperatures, though, mild in the lower 70s tomorrow night, and then as we head into Saturday morning, much the same, foggy, misty again, and then the winds pick up out ahead of this frontal boundary that'll be producing showers and storms across the area. So the Carencro parade looking pretty good. I had it stopped at 11 a.m. That was good. Croix de Chêne at 2 o'clock, a little bit dicier with rain chances ramping up. And if we're lucky, we get in Rio right after the storms, but the timing may change, so we'll have to wait and see. And then if you look at the European model, it certainly looks a lot wetter than the RPM model. But the good news is drier air. It agrees with the RPM model that it'll dry out for Rio. And then going into Sunday, we should see some thinning clouds and a little sunshine. Severe weather threat mainly north and west of us as we head into tomorrow, but it does clip the northern westernmost portions of Acadiana, so we'll just keep an eye on things. Maybe some strong wind gusts or hail. Then we get into Saturday into Sunday, marginal risk for all of Acadiana, but then as we get into central Louisiana, a slight risk, and then you go farther north and east and an enhanced risk, maybe the first severe weather outbreak for 2019 into Arkansas, portions of northern Mississippi, Mississippi, Tennessee, Kentucky, and maybe even Alabama for the potential of damaging winds in excess of 70 miles an hour and a couple of strong tornadoes as well. Fog the issue overnight tonight through tomorrow morning, so keep that in mind. The fog lifts, though, as we head into mid-morning tomorrow. Temperature-wise, we are looking at readings finally climbing into the upper 60s by tomorrow morning, so heater on now, AC on during the day tomorrow as we'll get into the upper 70s to near 80, and we stay mild into tomorrow evening. And going into Saturday, we'll see temperatures also in the mid-70s before a little bit of a cool down for Sunday. So milder with the fog and misty drizzles continuing. I had to bring the low back down to 55, our current temperature, but we'll warm up by morning. And tomorrow, upper 70s to near 80. An afternoon shower or storm possible. Rain chances 40% primarily in the morning, 20% in the afternoon. As we head into Saturday, again, storms likely at some point during the course of the afternoon. Timing yet to be determined. Sunday, though, looking good. A little sunshine as well.
We'll take that. Thanks, Rob.